Have you ever wondered why the Berlin Wall was constructed? As the dust of the Second World War settled, the German Democratic Republic, or East Germany, and the Federal Republic of Germany, known as West Germany, emerged as distinct entities. The East, under the Socialist Unity Party, adopted a centrally planned economic model, while the West embraced a market economy. The stark contrast in living standards led to a mass migration from East to West, which posed a significant demographic challenge to the East German leadership. In response to this challenge, the Soviet Union, which had a significant influence over East Germany, made a decision that would send shockwaves through the world. They decided to construct a concrete barrier to stem the flow of their citizens to the West. This barrier, known as the Berlin Wall, was not just a physical obstruction, it was a symbol of the ideological divide that had emerged in the post-war world. It was portrayed by the Soviets as a protection for its population from fascist elements. But in reality, it was a desperate attempt to prevent the further drain of their human capital to the West. And thus, in 1961, the concrete barrier that would come to symbolize the Cold War came into existence. But what was life like under the shadow of the Berlin Wall? This concrete barrier wasn't merely a physical division, it was a symbol of a world divided, a chilling embodiment of the Cold War. For the people of East Germany, the wall was a daily reminder of their restricted freedom. The East German government, desperate to prevent its citizens from fleeing, implemented severe measures. Guard towers, anti-vehicle trenches, and other defenses sprung up around the wall. Despite the threat of death, the human spirit could not be caged. Over 100,000 people dared to defy the wall, risking everything for a chance at freedom. Their stories are proof of their courage and resilience in the face of adversity. Tragically, this desperate quest for freedom led to the loss of many lives, with estimates ranging from 136 to over 200 casualties. These were not mere numbers but individuals with dreams, hopes, and families. The wall didn't just divide a city, it tore apart the very fabric of society, separating families and loved ones. For 28 years, the Berlin Wall stood as a stark reminder of a divided world. So, what led to the eventual fall of the Berlin Wall? In the year of 1989, a wave of change was sweeping across the Eastern Bloc countries, marking the onset of a series of revolutions. It was a year when the winds of freedom blew stronger than the oppressive regimes could withstand. These revolutions, triggered by widespread discontent and the desire for freedom, were the catalyst that led to the fall of the Berlin Wall. The Soviet Union's grip was loosening, and East Germany was no exception. The East German government, under mounting pressure, announced on November 9, 1989, that all GDR citizens could visit West Germany and West Berlin. This announcement was met with disbelief and elation. Thousands of East Germans flocked to the wall, crossing points that were, until then, heavily guarded. The guards, overwhelmed by the sheer number of people, eventually gave way. The world watched, holding its collective breath, as this symbol of division was torn down. The fall of the Berlin Wall was not just a physical demolition, it was the crumbling of an oppressive regime, the breaking down of a barrier that had separated families, friends, and a nation. It was a moment that reverberated around the globe, marking the beginning of the end for the Cold War. The subsequent reunification of Germany in 1990 was a momentous event. It was a long-awaited reunion, a healing of wounds that had festered for close to 3 decades. The joyous scenes of Germans from the East and the West celebrating together underlined the triumph of unity over division, freedom over repression. The Berlin Wall, once a symbol of division and repression, now stands in memory as a testament to the human spirit's desire for freedom and unity.